Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the chapter Magnetic Effect of Current. Dear student, today I am going to start a new chapter. Chapter name is Magnetism and Matter. So, dear student, this chapter is very important for the NEET as well as board point of view. Generally, theoretical questions are asked from this chapter. This chapter is easy to learn. So please watch all lectures, whatever the lectures I uploaded by this chapter, and understanding each and every step. Definitely, you can able to solve. Is there any theory question? Is there any numerical given based upon this chapter? So now, chapter name is Magnetism and Matter. First of all, I would like to discuss properties of matter, properties of magnet. So, what are the properties of magnet? So, magnet has mainly first property, attractive property. Second property, directive property. Third property, inductive property. So these three properties are most important properties of magnet. What is the first property? Attractive property. If you consider any magnet that must attract the magnetic materials, so that is called magnetic property. So that is the one of the magnetic property. So if consider any magnet that is attract some magnetic materials, that is called attractive property. So magnet has attractive property. Next, directive property. What is meant by directive property? If a small magnetic piece is suspended freely suspended in air, if a small magnetic piece freely suspended in air, definitely it comes to rest in north south direction. So this property is called directive property. Again, I repeat sentence. If we consider any magnetic piece, that magnetic piece is suspended freely in air with the help of some rigid support. For example, so this is some rigid support. So I consider one piece of magnet, it has north and south poles. If it is rotated and freely suspended in air, after some time it comes to rest in north and south direction. Definitely each and every magnet, it comes to rest in north and south direction only. That is called directive property of magnet. So next, coming to third property. What is third property here? Inductive property. So what is meant by inductive property? So inductive property is nothing but if non-magnetizing material non-magnetizing material if material is magnetized means it will attract magnetic materials. If material is non-magnetized means it can't able to attract magnetic materials. I consider here non-magnetizing materials. Okay, non-magnetizing materials. It brought closer to magnet. It brought closer to magnet. Then further end. Further end means far end. Further means far end. Far end of material shows for further end of magnetic material shows same pole of magnet, and nearer end of material shows opposite pole of magnet. Opposite pole of magnet. So thereby finally material get magnetized. So this property is called inductive property. Let us consider any non-magnetizing material. If we bring that non-magnetizing material closer to a magnet, the far end shows far end shows same pole of magnet. The nearer end shows opposite pole of magnet. Finally, the material get magnetized. This property is called inductive property. So these are the three important properties. Again, I recapitulate once. So please observe carefully. One is attractive property. Every magnet has capability to attract magnetic materials. That property is called attractive property. Next, directive property. What is meant by directive property? Let us consider a small piece of magnet that is freely suspended in air with the help of a rigid support. After some time, it comes to rest in north and south direction. So this is called directive property. Third property is inductive property. What is meant by inductive property? Let us consider non-magnetizing material. That non-magnetizing material brought closer to a magnet. The far end shows same pole of magnet. The nearer end shows opposite pole of magnet. Hereby, finally, the material get magnetized. This process is called inductive process. So this property is called inductive property. So these are the three important properties. Next, so coming to property number 4. Every magnet has two poles. Every magnet has two poles. One is north pole, another one is south pole. North pole is indicated with N, south pole is indicated with S. Every magnet has two poles, north pole and south pole. Next, fifth property. magnet never exist as monopole. Magnet never exists as monopole. So every magnet must contains two poles. So if you consider any magnet, it must contains two poles. Never exist as monopoles. Okay. So this is the fifth property. Sixth property. Like poles are repel each other. Unlike poles are attract each other. The like poles of magnet or repel each other. Unlike poles are attracted each other. Next, seventh property. Seventh property is every current carrying conductor must acts as a magnet. Every current carrying conductor must act as a magnet. So these are the very important properties of magnet. Next I will discuss about pole strength, that is indicated with small m, and magnetic dipole. So let us consider any magnet. Let us consider this is a bar magnet. This is the shape of bar magnet. Every magnet has two poles. One is north pole, another one is south pole. So every magnet has two poles. So these are the two poles. Every pole has pole strength. Every pole. Here this north pole having pole strength, that is indicated with plus m. This south pole has pole strength, that is indicated with minus m. Okay. Every magnet has two poles. Each pole should contains pole strength. So what is meant by pole strength? What is meant by magnetic pole strength? The ability of magnetic pole to attract magnetic materials towards itself. The ability of magnetic pole to attract magnetic materials towards itself is called magnetic pole strength. If you bring the magnet nearer to small pillings of magnetic materials, iron pillings, so then more number of iron pillings are attached to the ends of the magnet, poles of the magnet. Reason is the poles has a capability or ability to attract magnetic materials towards itself. That capability or ability of the poles is called magnetic pole strength. So the magnetic pole strength is denoted with a small m. It is denoted with small m. Okay. So north pole has magnetic pole strength plus M. South pole has magnetic pole strength minus M. Generally, if we bring a magnet nearer to small magnetic material pillings like iron pillings, so more number of magnetic materials are attracted at poles of the magnet. The reason is the poles has a capability to attract more amount of magnetic materials towards itself. Okay, so that is called pole strength. Next, magnetic dipole. What is meant by magnetic dipole? So, dear student, already we discussed about in electricity, related with electricity, electric dipole we discussed in previous chapters. So now we are going to discuss magnetic dipole. My dear students, so here this magnetism concepts are most analogous to electricity concepts. So most probably more similarities between this electricity and magnetism. So there we discussed electric dipole, here we discuss magnetic dipole. So what is the definition of electric dipole? If two charges equal in magnitude, opposite charges separated by some distance is called electric dipole. Here two poles separated by some distance, separated by some distance is called magnetic dipole, is called magnetic dipole. Two poles separated by some distance is called magnetic dipole. So for example, let us consider a bar magnet. This bar magnet should contains north pole and south pole. So this north pole and south pole are separated by some distance. So this distance is I consider as L. So this is the length of the magnet. L is nothing but length of the magnet. Here two poles I consider north pole and south pole. These two poles are separated by some distance. So that's why this bar magnet will act as a magnetic dipole. So this is a note point, very important note point. Every bar magnet acts as magnetic dipole, Every bar magnet acts as magnetic dipole. So every bar magnet will act as magnetic dipole. So this is the definition of magnetic dipole. So next we will discuss magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment. So this is indicated with capital M. So what is meant by magnetic dipole moment? The strength of magnetic dipole can be measured by using magnetic dipole moment. The strength of magnetic dipole can be measured can be measured by using magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment. So what is the formula of magnetic dipole moment and what is the unit of magnetic dipole moment? So formula of magnetic dipole moment is, dipole moment is indicated with capital M. Capital M is equal to small m into L. Small m into L. Here small m means magnetic pole strength. Magnetic pole strength. Small l means length, distance between two poles. Distance between two poles of magnet. Or length of magnet. Because distance between two poles is nothing but length of the magnet or not. So here L means length of the magnet. So capital M is equal to small m into L. This is the formula of magnetic dipole moment. Okay, so this is the formula. And here observe carefully. In vector form, we should write like this: m bar is equal to small m into L bar. So magnetic moment, magnetic dipole moment is a vector quantity. Dipole moment or magnetic moment. Magnetic moment. Magnetic moment M is a vector quantity. Vector quantity. So here similarly in electricity chapter we discussed about electric dipole moment. There we discuss electric dipole moment that is indicated with the P. So P bar. Here we discussed magnetic dipole moment. This is indicated with capital M. The formula of magnetic dipole moment is capital M is equal to small m into L. Here small m is nothing but magnetic pole strength. L is nothing but here length of the magnet or distance between two poles. Okay. So next. Magnetic moment due to dipole. Magnetic moment due to dipole formula is capital M is equal to small m into L. Small m into L. Here small m means magnetic pole strength. So here L is nothing but distance between two poles. Distance between two poles. That is called L. So now magnetic moment. Magnetic moment due to current carrying loop. Magnetic moment due to current carrying loop. Let us consider a loop. Loop should contain only one turn. So this is a loop. Let I be the current passing through this loop. Let I be the electric current. I be the passing through this loop. You know already, every current carrying conductor behave as a magnet. Every current carrying conductor behave as a magnet. So here, this is the loop. So it is a one conductor. I be the current passing through it. Definitely it will act as a magnet. So what about magnetic moment due to this loop? So the formula of magnetic moment due to circular loop, current carrying loop, M is equal to electric current I into A. Electric current I into A. So here I consider capital I be the electric current passing through this loop. Then magnetic moment formula is electric current into area of the loop. Electric current I into area of the loop. Okay. R is the if R is the radius of this circular loop, then magnetic moment formula is electric current I into pi into small r square. Pi into small r square. Okay. So the magnetic moment due to current carrying loop formula is capital M is equal to I into A. So now in vector form, how can we write? M bar is equal to electric current is a scalar quantity. So I into A is a vector quantity here. So A bar. So we indicate like this. So M bar is equal to I into A bar. So here A is a vector quantity, aerial vector. So now what is the direction of magnetic moment? How to find direction of magnetic moment? We will discuss. So before going to discuss the direction of magnetic moment, so I will discuss magnetic moment due to electron. Magnetic moment due to electron. If electron is revolving around the nucleus, what is the magnetic moment due to that electron? We will discuss now. Right. Magnetic moment due to electron. That means if electrons are revolving around the nucleus, if electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So magnetic moment due to electron. If electrons are revolving around the nucleus. This is very, very important concept. So please observe carefully. So what is the formula here? So let us consider an atom. Every atom should contains a nucleus at its center, that is positive charge. If electrons are revolving around the nucleus, in a closed circular path, what is the magnetic moment of that electron? So generally magnetic moment formula I into A, electric current into A. So that means electric current is nothing but here charge by time. Electric current formula charge by time into area is A here. Charge is here electron, because electron is revolving around the nucleus. Here charge is nothing but electron. That is indicated with the charge of electron is indicated with E, small e by time period formula. So generally time formula is distance by velocity. Distance covered by electron by velocity of electron. So that we will get time period of that electron. So distance is equal to circumference of circle 2 pi r. By velocity is nothing but here v. Here r is the, if r is the radius of the circle, then distance covered by electron is 2 pi r. So v is the velocity. So then time period t is equal to 2 pi r by v. 2 pi r by v. So here t is nothing but here time period formula 2 pi r by v into area. Area is, this is circular shape. If electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a closed circular paths, those paths are called orbits or shells. So what is the area of the circle? Area of the circle is pi r square. Square r going to be cancelled, pi get cancelled, then finally we'll get here EVR by 2. EVR by 2. So magnetic moment due to electron. Magnetic moment due to electron. Due to electron. Okay. So formula EVR by 2. If electrons are revolving around the nucleus, if electrons are revolving around the nucleus with a speed, these electrons are moving with a speed v, and the radius of this path, circular path is, radius of the circular path is r, and charge of electron is e, then magnetic moment due to that electron, if electron is moving around the nucleus, magnetic moment due to that electron formula is EVR by 2. This formula is very important. So this formula is very important. Magnetic moment due to electron. So next, next concept is magnetic moment. Magnetic moment due to current carrying circular coil. So few minutes back we discussed magnetic moment due to current carrying circular loop. Now we are going to discuss magnetic moment due to current carrying circular coil. So you know already, coil means it contains n number of turns. It contains n number of turns. N number of turns. So that means magnetic moment formula is N into I into A. What is the difference between magnetic moment due to circular loop and circular coil? Magnetic moment due to circular loop means I into A. Magnetic moment due to circular coil means N into I into A. Because if you consider circular coil, it contains n number of turns. That's why magnetic moment due to circular coil formula N into I into A. So what is the unit of magnetic moment? What is the SI unit of magnetic moment? SI unit is SI unit of magnetic moment. Magnetic moment. SI unit of magnetic moment is, electric current is measured in amperes. Electric current is measured in ampere here into area unit is meter square. Ampere meter square is a unit of SI unit of magnetic moment. So very important. What is the SI unit of magnetic moment? SI unit of magnetic moment is ampere into meter square. Ampere into meter square. Next, factors affecting on magnetic moment. So most important factor is orbital velocity of electrons. Orbital velocity of electrons is the most important factor, affects the magnetic moment. So orbital velocity of electrons and pairs of electrons. Pairs of electrons. So observe carefully. If you consider any body or any matter, it is made with atoms. It is made with atoms. Atom should contains a nucleus. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. You know already, according to Einstein, every current carrying conductor produces magnetic field. Any current carrying conductor produces magnetic field. Here electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Here charges are in motion. Definitely it will produce some electric current or not. So definitely it will produce some electric current. It will produce some electric current. So definitely every current carrying conductor acts as a magnet. So definitely it will act as a magnetic dipole. It will act as magnetic dipole. Okay. So again I recapitulate once. Every matter made with atoms. Atom should contain nucleus. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Then it will produce some electric current. See, if electric current will produce means if every current carrying conductor will act as a magnetic dipole. Every magnetic dipole has magnetic moment. Every magnetic dipole has magnetic moment. So please observe carefully. Let us consider one example. One example. First I will write two note points. After that I will tell one example. So note points are: in atoms of some elements, magnetic moments get cancel each other. Thereby net magnetic moment is equal to 0. Net magnetic moment is equal to 0. In atoms of some elements, magnetic moments get cancel each other. Thereby net magnetic moment is equal to 0. Magnetic moment is equal to 0. So for example, how the magnetic moments are get cancel each other? Observe carefully. Let us consider one element. So in that element should contains electrons are arranged like this. Dipoles are arranged like this, random manner. They are arranged like this. So here dipoles are here. pair of electrons or dipoles are arranged randomly. So dipoles are arranged randomly. So here electrons are arranged randomly and dipoles are arranged randomly. So definitely the net magnetic moment is equal to 0 because the magnetic moment due to each and every dipole is get cancel each other. Finally, net magnetic moment M net is equal to 0. M net is equal to 0. So I will tell one best example. Example is helium. So what is the atomic number of helium? Helium has atomic number 2. It contains 2 electrons. So what is electronic configuration? 1s2. Electronic configuration of helium is 1s2. How it is arranging? So this is the electrons arrangement. Here observe carefully. Here 2 electrons are there. Pair of electrons. These 2 electrons are pair of electrons. So these pair of electrons having magnetic moments. That magnetic moments are get cancel each other. Finally, the net magnetic moment of helium is 0. The net magnetic moment of helium, M net of helium is equal to 0. Since helium contains pair of electrons, helium contains pair of electrons. That's why I am telling that what are the factors affecting on magnetic moment? Pair of electrons and orbital velocity of electrons. If there is no orbital velocity, that means there is no orbital velocity of electrons means electrons are not moving. If electrons are not moving, then electric current is 0. If electric current is 0, then magnetic moment is 0. Are you got my point? So orbital velocity of electron will affect the magnetic moment. And one more factor, pair of electrons. If electrons are get paired, then magnetic moment get cancel each other. Then finally net magnetic moment is equal to 0. Whenever net magnetic moment is equal to 0, then those materials are called diamagnetic materials. Diamagnetic materials. Very, very important point. The materials which has net magnetic moment is equal to 0, those materials are called diamagnetic materials. Diamagnetic materials. For diamagnetic materials, net magnetic moment is equal to 0. So we will discuss about these diamagnetic materials so clearly later. So in further lectures we'll discuss very clearly about this diamagnetic materials. So now magnetic moment mainly affected by 2 factors. One is orbital velocity of electrons and pair of electrons. If a pair of electrons in an atom, definitely net magnetic moment is equal to 0. Okay, net magnetic moment is equal to 0. So this is about factors affecting on magnetic moment. Next,